Folks, welcome to an all-new episode of So Bad It's Good. This is your pal Ryan, and this is your Wednesday episode. Congratulations. You've made it halfway through the week. We are coming off, I guess I've been home from BravoCon like a day and a half. I slept 11 hours last night, and have you ever slept so long that you feel like just completely punch drunk when you woke up? I've been completely out of it all day, but it has been a huge, huge day for so many reasons. This is going to be a Dancing with the Stars recap, but we're going to talk about a couple of other things as well. For the third week in a row, please welcome her back, my baby mama, Rebecca. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, thanks.
By the way, she gets nervous now before she does these things. Why do you get nervous?
Because I want to do good, and I don't want I want your people to like me.
They already do like you.
No, but still, you know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. So we just watched a 2-hour Dancing with the Stars. I was very excited because it was Prince night. And if you've listened to the show for any length of time, you know how much Prince means to me. Rebecca's dressed in purple right now. I'm wearing my Prince Under the Cherry Moon shirt. And I was so excited and so looking forward to this. And there was a shocking elimination, even though I can rationalize it in my head. And we did talk about it last week where I thought there was a potential. There will be spoilers in this, but I'm sure you already know that Whitney Levitt from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, my co-cast member, because I'm on the third season, right?
You are. Episode 9, Ryan's on.
37 minutes in. Not that I'm counting at all.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We know the timestamp.
Well, I mean, anywho, Whitney Levitt left, and
I was really shocked. I really was.
I was shocked.
I was shocked.
Even if I don't love her on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives,
amazing.
She's an amazing dancer, and I'm really excited to see what she does with this. So I think there is a complete win-win. But in my head, the final three were going to be Robert Irwin, Alex Earl, and Whitney Levitt.
I think if they had waited 2 weeks to put on Mormon Wives, she would have been in the finale. I think people got a really bad taste in their mouth when she was like, yeah, I'm doing this show to be on Dancing with the Stars.
So you guys, on the third season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, if you don't watch it on Hulu, you know, they pretty much tell the cast that they have the opportunity to audition for Dancing with the Stars. So that's why Whitney even came back to do the show. And she's very honest. But there is something grating about Whitney on the show, even though I don't think people got through the whole season, because by the 10th episode, which I watched today finally, she does kind of come around a little bit.
I mean, I think the best PR Whitney ever did, and Connor, is be on Dancing with the Stars. Like, I looked forward to seeing Connor's
her
audience.
husband.
Every single night. He was dressed up as Prince tonight. Like,
I mean, that was ridiculous. He was dressed up as Prince and the Purple Rain Prince with the big...
he's ridiculous. Every night he was dressed up as Elphaba with the green makeup for Wicked. Like, he really goes for it. But, like, I really did look forward to them. I think that it was great PR. It made them look really good. And yeah, I mean, she doesn't look great on the show, so. Yeah,
so that could have played a part. But also, I think when you have this amount of people, you know, like, think about it. Jordan Childs is an Olympian.
No, but Elaine, I'm sorry. Like, she does not have...
I mean, I thought Elaine was going to go home tonight.
Yeah, so did I. I did not think that Elaine has the fan base that, like, the Mormon Wives do.
Well, remember, Mormon Wives, this show is probably getting an infusion of younger viewers this season, but still there is so many older viewers of this show that I think probably don't give than Alex Earl of it all.
I would assume that Mormon Wives is the #1 show right now, right?
On Hulu, yeah.
Like, on all streamers.
Well, they don't release streaming
But I
numbers.
would assume on all streamers, it's the #1 show.
Okay, so just a couple of notes up top. If you like this show, if you like Rebecca, if you like the fact that we're going to have a baby daughter in March, rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you like it even more, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/SoBadIt'sGood. We put out tons of BravoCon content over the weekend, and I will be doing a big wrap-up episode. You can put your questions in on Patreon right now. I will start working on that tomorrow with all the behind-the-scenes stuff from BravoCon 2025, which I got to tell you, folks, I feel like I have been run over. Now, that we got that out of the way, I have to say today was an amazing day. Why was it an amazing day?
Oh, because we did the anatomy scan for the baby.
No, it was Prince night on Dancing with the Stars.
You're so funny.
So there's a 5-month scan that they do when you have a baby, and it's called the anatomy scan. And they say it's going to take 3 hours, right? And it really did take 3 hours. Rebecca said she was really not nervous about it, but I was very nervous about it.
Oh, why?
I told you I was nervous about it.
Well, why?
Because they tell you if they have 10 fingers and 10 toes, and you get to...
She has 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Yeah, by the way, spoiler alert, 10 fingers. By the way, and I said yesterday's show, if she can just have at least 7 fingers, that's like a passing grade. But 10 fingers, 10 toes...
Everything is looking good. It was very cute.
It was more than cute. It was really wild. The thing that was very funny was that she was hiding from us, is that she was positioned in a sort of like a certain way where they couldn't get a couple of the measurements.
They couldn't get the head because she was very shy, and they literally had me dance and jump up and down for 5 minutes.
No, 10 minutes. She left the room for 10 minutes.
It was a very long time, and I was dancing, trying to get her to move. I ate very sugary snacks.
And I was like, dancing the Paso Doble.
You should have done that. You didn't do that.
Well, I told you to put on your music and let's dance around.
I did put on my music, and I did dance, and she did not come out. So we have to go back.
Just for 2 measurements, but they can already tell those measurements are fine.
Everything is fine, but they couldn't get the head measurement because she was hiding her face.
Because she has such a big brain. But no, I was like, remember when I was like, hey, when does the brain develop? I was really worried that I was like, what if she doesn't have a brain? But the brain is developed.
She has a brain.
No, I know, but, you don't know. What if it's just one of those babies that doesn't have a brain?
If I only had a brain.
I felt like Forrest Gump. I'm like, is she smart, Jenny? Remember that part?
I do.
Okay. Anywho, it was really kind of emotional. And I got to tell you, when we were looking at the heart, and I told you this, it was just... I couldn't help but think of your dad passed away when you were how old?
1.
And my mom passed away a couple of years ago, and just how amazing it is that we get to have this experience that we didn't think we were going to get to have, and just what a tribute it is to them in a sense. And you were just watching this heart. And, we got to hear the heart, which is always just such a huge thing for me. And it really just, I can't impress enough to the audience that I just didn't think this was in the cards,
Yeah, I know. That's making me emotional. Honestly.
Oh, sorry to do that. It's early, but it was really just kind of amazing because I was just thinking about hey, man, if some kind of afterlife does exist, they've got to be really flippin' happy about all of this, So yeah, it was a beautiful day, and then we had barbecue, which I'm regretting now. We came home.
You regret
we had barbecue.
Everything you eat. It's not just one thing. Yesterday you regretted the chili. You regret it all.
I regret everything I eat. Yeah. Listen
again. The stomach issues are real.
I've got to get back on my health journey. BravoCon really threw me off.
When you're not on the health journey, there's something happening.
It's not something happening.
Yes,
I ate chili last night. That's not good for my stomach,
no,
obviously.
There is. Your father has a stomach problem
also.
Not, there's stomach issues in the family.
Nobody cares about my stomach issues.
I think a lot of people do.
Well, I don't. Okay, if you have stomach issues, write us. But anywho, so the baby is healthy. We're happy right now.
We're so excited. Oh my gosh, you know what's so crazy? The doctor was telling us that people, older women are having babies, which is an amazing thing.
What was the age?
Well, first of all, I heard this a long time ago that this year was the first year that more women over 40 had children than teen moms, which is a very, very big deal. And it's honestly amazing. But, he was saying women in their 50s are having children in LA. He said that, I guess...
Didn't he say 59?
He said with IVF, they stopped doing IVF for women at 54, but women travel to Thailand and to Mexico, and there was a 59-year-old that had a baby, and I was really...
Well, we had just watched that... what is it, second or third season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills last year, where Kim Richards is talking to Kyle.
I'm gonna have a baby.
She goes, or maybe I'll just take a vacation. Or maybe I'll just travel.
I just need to travel. Yeah.
And it's a really dark scene. But then when I heard this in the room.
She was 48 there, 49, but that was just a hard 48, 49, because Kim Richards has lived a life.
The doctor was saying this, and I whispered to Rebecca, I was like, Kim Richards could have a baby.
Yes, you did whisper.
She could have, yeah.
She could have. With that man that looked like a bull mastiff. fantastic.
Yeah, do you remember that season? I talked about
that was one of the best seasons ever.
And they
That
were
was
like
so
allegedly
sad.
doing, drug
No,
things.
they were. They were
allegedly.
when they were in the back of the limo, and she's like taking the toilet paper out of the trash.
Guys, it was such a dark season.
Beverly Hills has always been a very, very dark show, and that's why I get so upset that like over the last few years, it just hasn't really given what it used to give.
Because it was so real. And that's why when we were complaining about how dark the Valley was last season, we went back and watched Beverly Hills. And I was like, well, maybe I'm wrong. And remember, that was like 15 years ago.
I mean, Taylor's husband killed himself. Like, trigger warning.
Unalived. Yeah.
I mean, like, that was, it is really dark.
Yeah, very dark. But we're here to have a good time today.
Yeah, sorry. But no, it's incredible show. I mean, it was incredible in the beginning. And the Richard sisters have always given it. I just wish Kyle would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Dancing with the Stars and Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it was announced today that Stacey Schroeder will be hosting the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion. I believe it's on December 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. And she was in the audience with her husband, Beau, at Dancing with the Stars tonight to promote that. So Nick Viall is not going to be hosting the reunion. Now, before you guys say, well, good, I hate Nick Viall, I'm glad they let him go. I don't think it's they let him go, is that I think he had a Netflix deal to do another reality show.
I'm honestly
that he's executive producing.
That they allowed him to do a Netflix show because of The Bachelor, and he's in that ABC Hulu world. And I know that Hulu has decided to like put a lot of money and energy into reality content recently, which we have seen with their like cross promoting things with like Marciano. Is that his name?
Marciano, who I saw at BravoCon when I was at the.
Did he have lipstick
when I was at the
on?
Dude, he was like you tell, he was like fully tan. You tell he's completely ripped.
He is,
and I know Marciano a little bit, so I was like, "Hey, man, you're in the season a lot." He's like, "Hey, you like that?"
Yeah, I mean, no, but so ABC Hulu has done a lot of things with like bringing the Vanderpump Villa, and I know that Stassi's show,
Stacey Vanderpump Villa, and then Stassi has her reality show that's filming
that's going
right
to be
now
on Hulu. So they're doing a lot of cross things. So they're very, very smart.
But if you're Nick Viall, though, I mean, think about it. You can go, well, I can't necessarily be the Andy Cohen of Hulu because I'm not a producer on any of these shows. So if I were Nick Viall, you have to make that kind of leap of, well, I want control of my own destiny. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm speculating is that maybe that's how he has thought of this, of like, I can go to Netflix, produce my own reality shows, host those reunions for those reality shows. It's a gamble, and I don't know if it's going to be a gamble that pays off, but you do have those moments in your career where you kind of have to jump. But I do find it interesting reading like so many negative comments about Nick Viall.
I don't love the show that he's having come out right now on Netflix. It's about age gap relationships because he has a very large age gap with his wife.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we need like endorsements of like older men dating young girls in their early 20s. Like, I think that's pretty gross.
You know, it'd be great if Bronwyn and Todd from Salt Lake City is on Nick Viall's reality show.
Oh, you know who should be on it, though? Caroline Stanberry and Sergio.
See, they're locked into the Bravo of it all. So
right,
I don't think
they can't. But like, I have a bad taste in my mouth. I just don't think that old men need to be told like, yeah, it's really great if you fuck a 20-year-old. Like, no.
Make love to a 20. Anyways.
No.
So yeah, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion will be out in a couple of weeks. I thought it was a solid season. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Maybe we'll talk about it more here on this show at some point. Let me know if you want to hear about that. Also, Rebecca, I don't know if you saw this, or I think I did show you this on the way home from the doctor. Cody Brown's from Sister Wives cut his hair. He doesn't have the long hair anymore. I'm hoping he just goes fully bald because you can now really see he doesn't have the tendrils.
I know, I love the tendrils. I think that people have bullied Cody enough where he finally did it. But speaking of Cody, not this previous week's episode, but the one before of Sister Wives. You know, I love Sister Wives.
Yeah, she loves. When we got together, I didn't know she loves Sister Wives.
Cody is awful, but he is a star. Like, I have to say, like, he carries that show. The whole episode was about him dancing I want Cody on Dancing with the Stars next season.
Well, he's on he's on Fox Special Forces, and that's the kind of the icebreakers. Think about Dylan Efron, who is like the antithesis of Cody Brown because he's like the genuine.
Oh my God.
Well, he's the antithesis. He's the totally opposite, the all-around good guy. Think about the year Dylan Efron's had from The Traitors in January, where he was like the boy next door and like kind of the superstar, one of the breakout stars out of that show. Hair loss isn't just about hair. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. Hims helps you take back that confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted, clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self with a simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for real health concerns all in one place. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/sobad. That's hims.com/sobad for your free online visit. hims.com/sobad. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products with the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. And then Dancing with the Stars, having its biggest season ever. So Dylan Efron is having an amazing year. Cody's the antithesis of that, but I would love to see him on Dancing with the Stars because just to watch the footage of his rehearsals would be hysterical, or he'd be like, woman, I lead.
I don't think Cody would I don't think he could get close to a woman like that. I don't think he would feel comfortable with his
because he always has to leave room for the Lord.
No, honestly, I really don't know.
I'd rather be dancing with Robin right now.
Yeah, he thinks Robin's a diesel model.
Imagine Robin in the audience crying.
With her eyebrows. Poor Robin.
The Sovereign Rob. Oh, poor Robin. Yeah. Anyways, so Cody Brown cut his hair. That's other big news. Now,
yeah, good for Cody. I'm happy for him that he's figured that out.
We watched the new episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City tonight, which I'll do a full recap on Thursday's episode per usual. But it was a very weird episode. Andy Cohen really is such a good carnival barker because at BravoCon he was like, you guys can't wait till this week's episode.
He said,
the best episode
of all franchises. He said one of the best of all the franchises. So I was expecting, maybe he could have said that from last week's, but I was expecting something unbelievable. And not that
it was weird. It was a downshift.
Episode.
It wasn't bad, but it was just it was almost like a respite from the insanity that it's been. And we kind of got off the mystery of whatever happened on this plane to Meredith Marks and Brittany. And it was it was very interesting and weird, but we found the Bronwyn Todd of it all. I mean, did you want to speak to that really quickly?
First of all, Bronwyn's outfits are just unbelievable. I love her fashion so much. I don't think anyone is doing it the way she does. I think Erica Jane wishes, she wanted to do is what Bronwyn does every single week.
Can I say something that's probably pretty negative, and maybe I'm an asshole for saying this?
I'm a hater, so let's do it.
Is that Erica Jane comes off trashy compared to Bronwyn.
Yeah.
There's a class and sophistication that Bronwyn has an eye for in terms of, and by the way, let's not kid ourselves. She spends a lot, lot of her husband's money on these outfits.
100%, but she does have camp with it. She does. It is a laugh.
She gets it.
It's not fun what she's doing. But yes, I feel like Erica wishes she could have done what Bronwyn does every single week on that show.
So speaking of that, I don't know if you saw this, Rebecca, that the Met Gala, the Met Museum revealed its theme for 2026, their costume exhibit, and it is costume art. So I was like, Bronwyn will definitely be invited to this because she appreciates costume art so much.
I didn't think this is what you were going to say. I thought you were going to talk about Jeff Bezos owning the Met this year or something.
Yeah, he does. They're one of the big, underwriters. Yeah, we're not huge fans of Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, even though we did go to his wedding. But I think Bronwyn And, I saw the theme and I was like, oh, Bronwyn, that's all she speaks about is costume art in terms of what she wears.
I heard her talking about how she tried to, I can't remember the designer. There's this Italian designer that does these designs with stuffed animals, and she wanted...
Oh, the Elmo. She for one of her talking heads, I think she talked about this at BravoCon. There was a designer that she loved. She said it was like out of the Netherlands or something, and it was all Elmos. And they were like, no, Bronwyn, you can't do that. And she was like, I think it would be great to talk about the problems in my marriage with Elmos.
Dying with Elmo all over me. But that's what I want. That I love she's having fun with it, and she has the money to back it up, and she's really giving us designers that we probably don't see on our TV every day, which is very, very cool.
But what does she have on Todd that Todd would ever agree to come on and have the scene where she was like, I'm very upset at you and you, and he's like, oh God, fine. And she's like, I'm willing to do whatever. You want me to let you have sex with other women? I'm willing.
No, I'm shocked.
And he's just sitting there looking perturbed. And the only thing I thought would be funnier if he was farting that entire scene.
But what if he was just silently and you didn't know?
The crew, when the guy passes out.
Stings the whole time. No, but I feel bad. Not that I feel bad for Todd, because fuck Todd. But
I feel a little bad for him, because your literal job on this show is to get a beat down. And maybe he deserves a beat down, but I do think...
I would never do those scenes. I would never be, but I guess I would never be on these shows.
I don't think I would ever, I would never be on the show, and I don't think I would ever ask you, knowing, I just don't think you would leave your partner. That's the thing about these shows, because even John Barlow and Lisa Barlow had an intense scene, and I just saw them at BravoCon all weekend, and they were very much together.
But that doesn't mean anything, Ryan. You can have issues with your relationship all the time, and then go to a thing where everyone is giving
in love with you. Yeah.
Yes, where you're getting accolades. People are freaking out, and obviously that's going to be a fun
I just want to know what the truth is, and if sometimes we're getting led down a certain pathway that might not really be real.
Well,
with
if
these
that
reality
Bronwyn
shows.
Todd thing isn't real, that you're really doing something.
But the fact that he's supposedly a very successful businessman, and then I just imagine one of these business people, their wives have to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it's going to get back to the other business people.
Of course, everyone's talking about it. Are you kidding me? His secretary that he's probably fucking. Yes.
I'm just going to say it's going to get worse. Next week, Bronwyn's like, I know you're in the Epstein files, Todd. And
oh
he's
my gosh, wait, did we talk about this? I saw a TikTok. This was months and months ago. It was a blind item, and it was a bartender in New York who was talking about a Salt Lake City housewife that propositioned him to go back to his hotel, and it was Bronwyn, and nobody believed it at the time because it was so many months ago. But now looking back, I'm maybe they do have listen,
this is exactly what Brittany got in trouble with Meredith. TikTok, anybody can say anything. It's
of course,
Reddit.
But what I'm saying is, if Todd is fucking all these women, which it seems like he is,
then I hope Bronwyn's getting hers.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I hope Bronwyn is fucking a bartender in New York City. Yes.
I love Bronwyn.
I do too. I like her a lot. I really, really like her. I like everything about her. I do.
Now, Mary Cosby, we saw her at her church at the very end of this episode. Her son was on drugs. This is what Mary said. And so he was not invited to come. And then, Mary Cosby had such a great positive weekend at BravoCon, and her son got arrested for, breaking the order to stay away from his wife.
You said that she had a very positive weekend. She had a really tough week in general.
Because the TLC documentary was announced for January 1st, where it goes behind the scenes.
And the story with her son is very dark and very, very sad. And I really never really say I pray for people, but I do pray for him. I hope he's okay.
Wait, why do you never say pray for people?
Because that's just not the way that I talk, really. But I do really hope that.
Well, yeah, you're not bless his little heart.
Yeah, that's not me. But I do hope that he's okay. And obviously he's struggling a lot with addiction. And it sounds like it was a very scary altercation that happened. He hit the father-in-law. The young boy who's 11 was there at the time, and he was scared out of his mind. He broke things. It sounds like he's really
seems
going through
we've
it.
only seen him as a very soft-spoken, very shy, troubled young gentleman. But, all of the incidents that you hear about him, it's so hard to imagine him. So, I mean, just like with everybody, we don't see a person's 360, being on these shows.
Do we know what drugs he's on? It's not just weed, obviously.
No, we do. It was like pills.
I know, but he was saying Xanax, and when you're on Xanax, you're not really going to be doing those type of things. Like, you kind of just, like, fall asleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not...
I think so.
Unless you're drinking with it, or...
think about it. The people that are really, like...
But
we've had Xanax here and there, but we've never, like, people that really are addicted to Xanax.
I mean, I take a Xanax and I, like, sleep for 12 hours.
I wish we had Xanax. Well, we can't. You can't take it.
Yeah.
No, but it would just, it's good sleep. I mean, I just haven't. Anywho, there was also more news on from BravoCon. Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hawkstein.
Oh, what?
And Julia. Yeah, Julie. Just let Julia go already. She's such a mess. This was in Page 6 today. So it says Real Housewives of Miami star Julia Lemaggova and Lisa Hawkstein caused a scene with mortifying confrontation at airport post BravoCon.
Yo, the airport was popping in Vegas with Portia and this. And like, then what was happening?
Also, let's get some video on these things. We didn't get video on Portia.
Oh my God. The thing with Portia, like if she...
I had a listener that had a friend or had on the plane. I said on Tuesday's show, and they said Portia didn't do a thing. It was a Karen that started yelling at her saying, "Oh, she hit me," and it was like definitely didn't hit her, and that turned out to be true. We found out today.
Oh, because I was going to say if she couldn't fly Delta ever again, that would be really, really sad because Delta's the best, airlines. In my
Are we trying to get like a free Delta thing or
Please, let's get free Delta.
So yeah, this incident happened on Monday following the lady's return flight from BravoCon. One source says that Hawkstein was waiting for her luggage to arrive and Julia marched over to her and screamed, "Keep my name..." How do you do Julia's accent?
I don't know.
"Keep my name out of your mouth," while insisting she didn't want to cause a scene. Julia might just want some attention to get back on the show because I think she might be close to being off the show.
Why? Are you kidding me? After the Haitian mortician and the coffee? I don't think she's going anywhere.
I think she is. A second source explains that the model turned opera singer was upset because she was under the impression that
Oh my God, they called her an opera singer? Yeah. That's like so stupid.
That Hawkstein had made negative comments about her in press interviews at the convention. Still, that source insists Julia was trying to keep things calm. How are you trying to keep things calm if you're the one that initiated this? However, two eyewitnesses tell us she kept getting in Lisa's face and that Hawkstein appeared shocked but tried to brush it off. After Julia allegedly chased Hawkstein around baggage claim,
what?
She eventually fired back, "Get out of my fucking face," Lisa had to tell Julia.
Another really famous spouse or rich spouse who I don't know why they're still with her. Like, I know Martina is a mess herself and she has said some disgusting things, but why is she with Julia? Julia just, embarrasses her over and over again. Like, what is she doing?
She seems to be kind of like the Todd of Miami,
That's what I just was trying to
say.
Yeah, I don't understand what she's doing.
So Hawkstein tells Page 6, "She came at me out of nowhere at baggage claim. I haven't spoken to her in months outside of our BravoCon panel on stage. I had just gotten off a long flight and thought she was walking over to apologize for her antics during this past season. I calmly told her it wasn't the time or place, but she wouldn't stop. She was standing over me and making threats. At that point, I pointed to the Meredith Marks "I'm disengaging" hat I was wearing and told her to get out of my face. Great plug for Meredith Marks merchandise, by the way.
And it does say the Meredith Marks.
Julia tells Page 6, "I calmly approached Lisa to tell her I was very hurt about the things she said to press during BravoCon." According to Julia, Hawkstein had a hugely explosive reaction involving continuous use of vulgar expletives. Julia claims she walked away as Hawkstein continued yelling "F off" and "Get the F out of my face" repeatedly. People were gasping at her choice of words and shaking their heads in disgust.
Because
it sounds
people
like you
in Vegas have never heard those words before.
No, I think this was on the flight in
Miami.
Miami. Well, people in Miami the same way. So if anybody has video, don't give it to Page 6. Give it to us here. It's so bad, it's good. So that was some news we got today. Really quickly, that we are having a daughter. You have expressed your opinions on this. Would you let our daughter get a hand piercing? Because Northwest got a hand piercing.
You know how I feel.
What is it, a finger piercing? What is it?
I don't want to talk about children. I feel bad talking about children. But
well, she's dressing like an adult.
I still feel bad.
Okay,
She's
well,
12.
she doesn't have to talk about it, but she does talk about it off mic. I think she has really strong opinions about it.
I don't think that 12-year-old should be getting piercings, even though, listen,
which, by the way, tell them what you did.
When I was 14, I grew up in New York City, and
that's not an excuse.
I'm just giving a picture of where we are in time.
Okay.
I grew up in New York City, and I went to St. Mark's Place, which is a place that, like, there's a lot of piercing places, and I got my belly button pierced. But this was, like, during Britney's time. And
Britney Spears.
Yeah, Britney Spears, like, when she was like, oops, I did it again, had the belly button pierced. But I did it without my mom knowing. It was like, my mom did find out a couple days later. And
what'd she do?
Nothing really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just.
But no, I don't. You
know, our daughter's going to sneak and get a piercing at some point too.
Hopefully not at 12. I mean, she is in middle school. I was in high school. I think those are two very different things. She just turned 12 too, a few months ago. Like, it is not the best.
Okay, so let's get to the main event, Dancing with the Stars. It's the penultimate episode because the season finale is next week, and tonight, like I said, was Prince night. Now. I've told you many times, Prince means the world to me. In fact, last birthday, Rebecca got me a really nice hardbound book of all of Prince's lyrics a beautiful hardbound like coffee table book. But Prince has meant so much to me since I was a kid. And so I was very excited about this. Now, I enjoyed the second round of dancing because each dancer got 2 rounds of dancing. And I thought the second rounds for most everybody was really good, better than the first rounds, even though I thought the songs were great. I thought the audience was more mild. I didn't sense as much of an excitement, which bummed me out because I wanted people to be freaking out like I was about Prince. Did you feel that at all?
I didn't, but I hear you. I mean, I was excited that Zac Efron got off the yacht in Dubai and came to the dance room.
So the big news, you guys, is that bullying works. Zac Efron, we all bullied Zac Efron enough where he finally said, let's see what's doing down at Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to go support my brother. And we saw him in the audience. He looked fantastic. Everybody said,
did he look fantastic?
He did look fantastic.
I mean, talk about overfilled.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
You are so wrong on this.
Zac Efron is a beautiful man, and he overfilled his face.
He did
not. He got too much plastic surgery.
He looked so way better than people thought.
I am sad. I think he has. I don't. God only knows what the Disney people did to him when he was growing up.
There is
the body dysmorphia.
Wait. There's no need to be sad because I thought he looked
Everyone
amazing.
who's listening knows that Zac Efron has an overfilled face, and it's really sad.
I think they would agree with me that if you watched Dancing with the Stars tonight, that he looked amazing and not overfilled. I think you were completely wrong on this one.
I'm sad.
You don't need to be sad because he looked amazing. So he was there with their 5-year-old sister because the family.
Very weird.
Yeah, and she was
that sister looks just like Dylan. It's crazy. Like they're twins in the face. Not like Zac because of all the overfilling.
That's not true.
He goes to
Rebecca.
Beauty Lab and Laser probably.
Dancing with the Stars. I want your nice Heather Gay dick right there. She does. What did you say about Heather Gay?
Heather Gay said that she has spent $200,000 on plastic surgery. And I'm like, yeah, girl, we know you have because you look absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's crazy what she looks like.
Well, she looks a lot different. And, I think
it's nuts.
Anywho, so wait, where were we?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Dylan Efron?
Dylan Efron. So everybody's Prince night, and it really did leave me thinking of like Dancing with the Stars producers, if you're listening, Counting Crows night next season would be amazing. Well, you would love to see Fish night.
Oh my God, Fish night. Today, when I had to dance for 10 minutes for the baby, I put on a Fish song.
Which Tweezer reprise.
Yes. Which nobody knows that is listening to this.
No,
but maybe somebody does.
There's some Fish fans when I've talked about Fish before.
I got Ryan into The Dead and Fish. I did.
No, it's been amazing. So, no, it really has.
Like I wanted to kill myself.
So, no, not at all. We had no guest judges tonight, just the 3 normal judges. We started with a group ballroom dance to Let's Go Crazy, one of the best Prince songs. I knew they were going to go, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate this thing we called life. best opening to a song ever. Each contestant and their partner danced as they were introduced, and even judges Alfonso Riviera and Julianne Hough came out dancing to finish off the high intensity intro. And then there was a quick tribute to Prince. Now, since I am a Prince fan, my one note is they did a clip package of Prince, but I really don't. I wish, if I was producing this show, I would have tried to give a couple of facts about this man's life and why he was so important.
Ryan didn't think anyone knew who Prince was.
They didn't. Dylan Efron was like, he seems like a really amazing guy. He's dead, Dylan. He's dead.
Well, I mean, I feel like Alex probably wasn't even born when he died. Like,
the only one that seemed like they knew, Elaine Hendricks and Jordan Childs.
Jordan did
said
know.
She'd done an Olympic routine to Prince. So I was like, Jordan, you pass. But what I do love about things like this is that what I always say on the show is you got to teach the younger generation things that mean something to you, things that they should be listening to and checking out. And this is about the importance of keeping legacies alive. And that really is up to the Prince estate to do this. So I thought
obviously they're doing it.
A great victory for them.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Jackson, whether you like him or don't like him, his estate has done wonders for career rehabbing his image. And there's a Michael Jackson movie, a biopic that's coming out next year about him, directed by anyways, it's supposed to be
the Broadway show.
The Broadway show. They really rehabbed his image, and I didn't think he was going to be able to come back from. So the estates really know what they're doing, but they've got to do it more so you can kind of teach kids about good music, right? So we started off with Elaine Hendricks, and I do love the fact that they, like, you're old as dirt. Like they really
why
lean
do they
into
keep saying her age? It's like very disrespectful. I don't like it.
It's like, ladies and gentlemen, we have medics on the sideline.
Like 54-year-old Elaine Hendricks. They said it multiple times.
Yeah, it was wild. So she kicked us off the night, and she danced to "I Want to Be Your Lover," a great Prince song. And Elaine said she wasn't sure if she would make the semifinals, and she was beside herself. I mean, she really, really wants it. There does seem to be a little bit of, not desperation, but she knows how hard she's fighting for it.
I love Alan. I love her partner, Alan. I really have,
You love her partner, Alan, but you also said that Alan is not choreographing her intensely enough to win this thing.
When I see people like Mark, when I see Val, and I see Aunt Daniela, and I see what they're doing, I don't think it's at the same level as what he's doing.
Not at all. Yeah. I mean, not at all. And no, because we both like Alan, but
I really do like Alan.
It was, remember last week, I was really annoyed at Elaine because she was wearing the neon yellow, and that just bothered me.
Do.
So they did the foxtrot, dancing the foxtrot. It is Elaine Hendricks.
54-year-old Elaine Hendricks.
Geriatric Elaine Hendricks. And they came out.
Is Elaine with anyone? Does she have a boyfriend?
I don't know. That girl from Abbott Elementary is always in the crowd supporting
her.
That's
her best friend.
Well, is it more than that? No, I don't give a... No, I don't give a shit. I'm just saying.
Maybe Elaine should be the new Bachelorette.
Ooh, the Golden Bachelorette.
Yes, I love it. She's such a beautiful woman.
That would be amazing.
Let's do it.
But I did, so they did the foxtrot, and I thought it was just okay. And Carrie Ann got a lot of shit tonight, but I did agree with Carrie Ann multiple times tonight because Carrie Ann said this was solid. There was nothing wrong with it, but she wanted her to push it a little bit. And we did see on the second dance, which we will talk about, Elaine did step up to the plate. And that's when you're realizing certain people had their big numbers and the numbers that were good, but not as big as their big number.
It's hard because you can't compare Elaine to what Whitney's doing and what Alex is doing. And they're just doing something at a totally different level.
It's hard because then you have this conversation with yourself about youth and the power of youth.
See, you're talking about it again. 54-year-old Elaine Hendricks.
But I'm saying the show makes you think about that. And when you are looking at the clean line...
54 isn't that old.
It is not. But I'm saying when you are physically... listen, I could barely make it through 3 days of BravoCon. It felt like Coachella.
Yeah, but this is an Olympic level situation. And you would have to train for a while to get to that level.
I'm just saying that when you watch somebody like an Alex Earl or a Whitney, they're able to do these quick, their body responds so quickly.
But they're also they're dancers, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Elaine did great. It was solid, but not, it wasn't obviously a showstopper. And what did they get for that? It was three, what did they get? 999. Oh, yeah, they got, she got 3 9s. 3 9s, and then we move to Alex, Earl, and Val.
Oh my gosh, and Alex had the Dorit curl in her hair, which I love, a little spit curl.
A little Dorit Kemsley curl.
Alex looked so gorgeous tonight. Like, I mean, one thing is, like, Dancing with the Stars, get your body unbelievable.
Banging.
I mean, she looked so hot.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking this during, is that whenever we do get married, I almost was like, I mean,
you want us to dance?
We're not going to have time with the child. Is that what with the child, with the female child? But like, it would be fun to like take a dance class.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, we're not going to be able to do it, but it would be fun.
What do you mean? Yes, we can. It's not like our life is going to be over.
Well,
we can do that.
Where's the baby going to go?
We have a babysitter.
Well, okay. Anyways, I thought it would be fun. Obviously, not at this intensity. Dancing the Cha-Cha. It's Rebecca and Ryan.
Yeah.
So Alex did the tango with Val, and Val is one of your favorites as well, right?
I love Val. Val is my favorite. If I had to like go on Dancing with the Stars, I would want to be with Val.
Just because of the animal chemistry that he has?
I think he's just like amazing. He's a fellow New Yorker. I like feel a connection with him there.
He snuck away and had his belly button pierced also as a kid.
I mean, listen, it was really cool. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So they did the Argentine tango to the classic Little Red Corvette. But this is what we're talking about in terms of choreography. This Val knows how to choreograph the shit out of it. And at this point, I would imagine if you're a choreographer, he knows his instrument. And not only is his instrument him, it is Alex Earl.
Alex Earl, see their relationship is really unbelievable, and you can really see their connection.
But this Alex Earl, she's the real deal.
Yeah, she is.
And she talked about this. She loves waking up every day knowing she has to do this, and it shows.
It does show. She really has work ethic. I'll give her that.
Because there's no fear overtaking her. It's literally like this is a challenge, and she loves to step up to the plate.
People like to talk shit about social media and influencers.
I love to.
To get to the level of Alex Earl on TikTok, you have to have
a
discipline.
Ethic. There's a discipline.
There is a discipline. There is a work ethic. People like to say it's not a job. It is a freaking job, and she puts her heart into it, and that's why she has 10 million people that follow her. And she puts that same work ethic into Dancing with the Stars, and it shows.
Yeah, and so I thought this was, I love this. And Derek hit us. Derek was really being very naughty. He was
very
like,
sassy.
I didn't like it. I loved it.
He was very Bruno. Like, he's really getting, what would I say?
Saucy?
Something like that.
Well, now Val stepped on her toe at one point in this, but I agreed with some of the judges. I mean, the beautiful lines. This is what I'm talking with Alex Earl. Just in, I don't mean this in a disgusting way. Just like the body is so
her body is beautiful.
Light.
Like,
both of their bodies.
Really, yeah, their bodies are beautiful. I'm really excited to see what Alex does after this.
I am too.
Yeah,
because she could go back to just the life she was leading before, but now knowing
something will change.
What could you see her doing?
I don't know, because I don't think she's a singer, so I can't see her doing Broadway. So I don't know.
I like Bruno. He's like, "You're a red goddess." Ah!
She is a red goddess. Like, she truly is gorgeous.
Carrie-Ann Inaba said that she has grown the most through this competition. This is one of my note I wrote is like, youth is so beautiful, because there is something, and I'm not talking about Elaine Hendricks here.
What's going on with her and Braxton, her boyfriend? There's been a lot of chat online.
Is that the NFL guy?
Yes, and like,
how does she have time for a boyfriend?
Well, that's the thing, but he's doing his NFL sports.
I thought he injured himself.
No, but he's still there all the time. But the fact that he hasn't been to talk about not being at any of the shows. He hasn't.
Zach, you're clear, but where the fuck are you, Braxton?
Yeah,
is his name really Braxton?
I know. He hasn't been to any of the shows. I mean, she has posted him on social media like once or twice since Dancing with the Stars started, because people were really talking about where are they? What's going on? She used to show him all the time.
Yeah.
I do think there's something with they're both doing something very, very intense right now. And
I mean, these are both athletes, and athletes train in a certain way where it's like you got to push out all the outside forces and just focus on the challenge at hand.
Right.
But
Braxton better be there next week. It is Thanksgiving week. I'm sure he had. Wait, no, the NFL doesn't have off, right? They are.
Yeah, I think they still play.
Oh, so never mind.
God, can you believe that, you guys? Next week is Thanksgiving. Bill Bailey's coming into town. Her mom's coming into town.
That's true.
So we might all be watching Dancing with the Stars on the finale as a family. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this is actually a question to the audience. If anybody knows how I can watch, or we can watch, the East Coast feed, because right now we have to stay up very late, and that's going to be hard for the parents, and she's pregnant. If anybody knows was, I'm not saying in an illegal way, but I'm not saying a legal way. If anybody knows, please reach out to us. It's so bad it's good with Ryan Bailey at gmail.com.
Oh my God, that's
it would really help us out.
the longest email address I've ever heard in my life.
God, I gave the email address to so many
bad
people
it's
this
good
weekend.
At Ryan
and people were
Bailey
like,
at gmail.com.
And I literally had to tell the story over and over again. When I first thought of it, I didn't think this
Thought of it?
Well, I just didn't think this was going to be anything. And
why did you put your name in the title?
I don't
Ego.
know. No, ego? Wait. You know me. Do you think, how big of an ego do I have?
I mean, healthy.
Healthy?
Yeah.
How insecure? How insecure am I?
You do have insecurity.
A little?
Yes, but you can have an ego and be insecure.
Anyways, it was a bad move.
I'm insecure, but I have an ego.
It was a bad move that I started this 6 years ago with that email address. If anybody knows how I can change that email address,
you can. We can change it tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me
But
this?
I wouldn't do that because you've given it to so many people.
But
right?
but can't you have then? I'm saying I know I could get a new email address, but is there a way to just turn that email address into that email address?
I think so. I don't know. Someone else reach out to So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey
Bill
at
Gates.
gmail.com.
If any of those big computer whizzes is listening, reach out to us. I've always asked Rebecca, I said, come on as a producer of this show.
I've told you, yeah.
Yeah, but you never do.
You don't ask me. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I've asked you many times. I said, anyways.
Let's do it.
Okay, so she got a 9, 10, and a 9 because there was a couple of slip-ups in the movement, and I was kind of surprised at this. I thought it would be higher.
Yeah.
So
they've been judging Alex low the entire time.
Why do you think that is?
Haters gonna hate.
So our next, we had Whitney and Mark Ballas. And Whitney said she couldn't believe that she made it this far. They are dancing the Cha-Cha to 1999 by Prince, another fantastic song.
This was, I think, the best dance of the night. I mean, Whitney...
You thought this was the best dance of the night?
Maybe Robert was better, but, like, Whitney is incredible. I'm kind of sad she's not going to be there at the finale. I really am, just because I think she's the standout. And I love watching Mark Ballas every week. He's so incredible.
I love this Mark Ballas, and I'm so excited that he's going to be on the new season of The Traitors. I can't wait to see what he's like. And by the way, I went back and looked at all these pictures, all the hairstyles this man has had.
I know, he's really fun, isn't he?
Yeah, so they did the Cha-Cha, and Bruno called their Cha-Cha saucy. I'm at BravoCon right now, and I got clothing from Quince with me. I have this beautiful black top. I've got this amazing jacket. Quince came through once again. Now, we're in that kind of season of cold mornings, holiday plans, and this is when you kind of want your wardrobe just to be simple. Stuff that looks sharp, feels good, and things that you will actually wear. For me, that's Quince. And the bonus, Quince pieces make great gifts too. This season's lineup is simple but smart and easy with Quince. $50 Mongolian cashmere sweaters that feel like an everyday luxury, and wool coats that are equal parts stylish and durable. Their denim nails the fit and everyday comfort, all at a fraction of what you'd expect to pay. By partnering directly with ethical factories and top artisans, Quince cuts out the middlemen to deliver premium quality at half the cost of other high-end brands. So you can give the luxury quality pieces without the luxury price tag. Give and get timeless holiday staples that last this season with Quince. Go to quince.com/sobad for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/sobad. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sobad. And he praised the execution and placement with the level of difficulty. You did stunningly well.
But this is, again, like, Whitney's giving face like you wouldn't believe.
This is what we were talking about. First off, this is a very challenging choreo, is what we call it now, not choreography.
Ryan really thinks he's a dancer. Like, you
Guys,
should hear him
mark my words.
the
You
show.
give me 10 more years, I'll be a judge on that damn show.
Okay.
Never having danced a moment in my life besides show choir in high school.
Oh my God.
It was just a lot of jazz
show choir
hands.
is really sad.
We are a family like a giant tree growing.
What song is that?
We are a family. I don't know. It was like a 70s. I don't know.
Okay.
Anywho.
It's like Free to Be You and Me.
Yeah, something like that.
That was like a Kelly Ben Simone little moment. Remember that?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. Was Kelly there this weekend?
Kelly Dodd?
Ben Simone.
No, she wasn't actually. She
like
was at the
running
one.
down the.
She was
the
running
halls.
outside Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a great exhibit of just Kelly running
Like,
around BravoCon.
She should have been running down the streets.
But remember,
that really would have been.
when I met her 2 years ago, I remember I told her, I was like, hey, I hope to be in New York one day and see you running down the streets. She didn't seem like she knew what I was talking about.
Well, Kelly has,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she's doing very well in real estate, though, I guess. Right?
that's what she says. Yeah.
That's what she
no,
said.
I mean, so there it is in the cha-cha, but this is what I'm talking about. The choreo is so complicated, and she's nailing it. But what Whitney does that a lot of these other people don't do is it's the face. It's the TikTok face, but not in an annoying way. And I always think of it.
She's a performer. Like,
she's
fully.
able to keep.
That's something that Alex doesn't have. Like, I mean, I love it.
I think Alex, I'm sorry, the second one of the night, Purple Rain, Alex fucking performed the hell out of that. Are you kidding me?
You're right.
She told a story, but what I love about Whitney is that it's, any kind of performance, whether it be acting, dancing, or singing, it is like a string. And sometimes people will break the string and you kind of let that air out. And Whitney keeps that string. It's like just one string. She's telling the story with her face, with the body, with all of it. And she knows the placement of the camera. You will see Whitney look directly at a camera, give it a wink, give it a nod. So she's saying, I know you're watching me and I'm watching you guys.
Yeah.
That is something that you can't teach. And it's where really Dylan Efron has a very hard time. He lets that string break multiple times throughout a performance. He'll get on a good run and then he'll just like miss one movement. And it's not a screw up. It's just that he's not able to connect it with the face and the body at the same time. And then
we see Connor in the audience. I'm going to miss Connor.
I'm sure he'll still be there. So, this was amazing. Carrie Ann, really constructive tonight. Once again, a wonderful dance, she said. At times I could see you focusing on the technique. And normally that doesn't happen when you perform. It almost kind of hindered it. Now, compared to the other people, it's criticism at a certain level that these other people aren't. So it's true, but at the other people aren't doing this.
Listen, we can't compare 54-year-old Elaine Hendricks to Whitney from Salt Lake City.
It would be great if the judges are like,
Provo.
Whitney, fucking Elaine's about to die over there.
Stop.
So,
put Elaine on The Bachelorette.
Now, this was great, though, because Julianne Hough, after the criticisms, really had to make that moment of like, hey, you did comment on the third season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives that you only wanted to do the third season to be on Dancing with the Stars, which is a big scene for Whitney that I thought wasn't going to play well to the audience. Turns out I might have been correct, even though,
I've seen a little bit here and there on the other side, too, of being like, why do we hate women that know what they want? But it felt bad when she said it over and over again.
That's Whitney's problem, though, is sometimes with the dancing, she becomes an actual full person. When she is not dancing... She should have been more of an
actress and lied about that on the fucking show and just pretended like, I missed mom talk,
And that's the disconnect. She becomes a full person when she's dancing. When she's not dancing, I think it's a disconnect with the audience.
Maybe it was those braids. People were really disturbed by those
thin braids.
As a woman who has thin hair, I feel bad about talking about it, but those...
Do you have thin hair?
What are you talking about, Ryan?
Well, I don't see you as a thin-haired person.
I'm a thin-haired girl, and listen, Whitney has got some great hair extensions right now. I love that hair color on her. I think it's changed her look completely. But yeah, she wore these thin, high ponytail braids in one scene that were just horrific. And actually, Mark Ballas put up a thing online being like, I can't support you in this endeavor. And it was the braids. Well,
and this is a note Rebecca didn't agree with me on, but I say sometimes in the reality show or interviews, Whitney can have kind of a severe look. But when she dances, she's gorgeous. And I think
Whitney looks unbelievable right now. I think she looks like a different person on the television show, like because of the work she's had done and the weight loss and the hair color. But I think right now she looks phenomenal, just truly phenomenal, beautiful girl.
So Carrie Ann Inaba gave her a 9, and then Bruno and Derek 10s. So they got a combined score of 29. And then we had our man Dylan Efron with
my
cha-cha.
favorite girl, Daniela, and their dance last week went viral.
Yeah, because that dance, and by the way,
unbelievable.
Danielle is doing the heavy lifting here.
That's the problem is I don't watch Dylan. I just watch Daniela because she's so unbelievable. And it's honestly not
You think she's
fair.
the hottest person? You're always like, her body's banging.
She's unreal. Like her athleticism is next level. I think she's so sexy. There's something unbelievable about her. Her choreography is amazing.
Her choreography is incredible.
It's hard for any other man on the show when you're going with the Danielle. I mean, like they all imagine if Robert, I guess, honestly, I don't think Robert could handle Daniela. She's such a sex pot. He needed someone like Whitney, but yeah.
So Dylan Efron got 10s last week, said it's a moment he'll never forget, said that he's a slow learner, but we've really worked hard to get here, he told Daniela.
Oh my God, Daniela was like, Dylan's biggest problem is he can't keep his butt in. He sticks his butt out all the time, which guys...
Rebecca was like, yeah, he loves to present that butt.
Like, did you see that photo?
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
But everyone remember the photo from
the
People
beach,
magazine
where he's
presenting his ass and it feels
weird,
sexual and not...
He was like, Zach, do you know anybody that would let me on a yacht? I'm joking. You're the one that told me about the yacht thing. Why'd you give me that look?
I'm not.
Okay, well, anyways, yeah, I love that comment about the butt. Now,
I can't believe you think that Zac Efron hasn't had work done.
Of course he's had work done, but it did not look severe at all
guys,
tonight.
I used to watch that show Summerland. Does anybody remember that show Summerland with Lori Loughlin and Zac Efron? And he was a cute little boy in that show.
I do remember. I've never watched it.
That was like a stupid show that like you could get stoned and watch, and it was fun.
They were...
Wake up, brother.
Sorry, brother. It's been a long week. They practiced, they did the tango to I Would Die For You in a Day.
And I would die for Daniela.
Calm down. Dylan said they'll give it everything.
Could Daniela be my girl hall pass?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Dylan said...
Shout out, Daniela. If you're out there, I see you.
What up,
Do you
Daniela?
like a pregnant girl?
The most awkward interview ever when I get Daniela on the show.
And it's like just me, and I'm like, hey.
Why are the lights... Why is there a saxophone player in the background?
And I like make you do some of the moves, like where you like hold me up and stuff, but like I'm pregnant and it's like just not cute at all.
I would be like, Daniela, the baby's yours. Hey. They practiced, so they did the tango to I Would Die For You. Carrie Ann said it was impressive, but there was a little bit of mix up in the footwork. And I told you, I saw exactly when it was happening. You know, that's what I was saying. There's like certain moments of real amazingness with Dylan Efron, but he cannot connect everything all at once. So he has these beautiful moments.
They did his signature move, which is that hip move.
Anything with the arms and the hips. Sometimes he'll misplace the arms, but usually if you can get a dance with the hips, it's really solid because he does that. Those are his best lines is when he's moving those hips, you know?
Moving and grooving.
So the tango... And this is when we saw Zac Efron and the sister. And then, of course, every judge had to mention Zac, you know.
They mentioned Zac too many times. Like, it was awkward and weird.
Yeah, and Derek complimented Dylan's strong frame and praised his improvement. And Derek's one critique was the star's lack of heel leads, because I guess in the tango, a lot of it's with the heel leads. And that was a note that Lynn Goodman, who has passed away, was one of the original judges, would have really been focused on.
Oh, you know what was nice here? I was hanging out with one of my friends who's a big producer in LA.
Harvey Weinstein, folks.
Okay. And she was telling me that, you know, her company was working with Dylan a long time ago when he was doing outdoor stuff, which I didn't know he was
outdoor
doing.
Influencer stuff.
He was an outdoor influencer on YouTube, which I had no idea. And she was just saying he's a wonderful man. Like, she really was saying he's lovely.
Then you said the same person said Andy Richter was amazing.
She worked with Andy Richter. She said Andy Richter is a phenomenal human being.
But I don't doubt that at all. You know the one I'm starting to question a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, is Robert Irwin like a secret monster?
No, the Irwins are beautiful people.
No, I know, but sometimes I'm like,
no,
he's like
the
too
Irwins
perfect.
are amazing.
Okay. Anyways, everybody was, thought this was good.
Wow, all these men are really good men on this show. See, that's like, I don't usually trust that because men are usually trash, you know?
I agree.
So it is surprising. And she was also saying that Zac Efron is a wonderful guy as well.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I hope you feel bad for all the shit you've talked about.
I know. I did bring up the yacht yesterday when I was talking to her about it and whatever.
Bruno called it sharp, and he said he felt Dylan's intensity, but they got 3 9s. I believe it was 3 9s, right? Or wait a sec.
Yeah, 3 nines.
Yeah, 3 nines. Also, Derek Huff announced that he is going on tour next summer with 40 dates. I think you will be hearing Derek Huff on this show in the new year.
Oh my
very
God,
excited
very
about that.
Exciting. You and Derek could talk about being new dads and stuff.
Screw that. I'm just going to talk about beautiful lines and like
how you're a dancer now.
How I'm a dancer now.
And a dancer dances. Does anybody get that? No.
No, what is that?
That's a chorus line.
Oh. Tits and ass. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Those are 2 different songs from that.
I did chorus line.
Oh my God, you did chorus line?
A freshman in high school. That was our high school musical.
Who were
But we
you?
didn't do tits and ass. It was this and that.
Wow.
Yeah. Why are you
My
really
school
crazy?
did that show, but like
Okay.
I went to a performing arts high school, so they actually did
Miss
it really,
Fame
really good.
over here.
Yeah. Wait, but who were you?
I was
were
the give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Yeah.
Did you dance? Like how bad was that?
How? Why are you
You're
such
not
a hater?
You're not a dancer, baby.
But
like,
why
it's
are you
okay.
such a hater?
I'm not a dancer either.
Well, then why were you doing musicals?
I wasn't. First of all, I always knew that I was never a like I wasn't a triple threat.
I didn't come in a freshman at Arizona High School going, I'm a dancer. Like, that was the part I got. I'm sure I did. I don't remember it. I mean, I wasn't.
That's a big dance number that he does.
Well, I look at where I'm at now. I host a podcast.
Do we have that on like tape somewhere?
I think we do. VHS.
My God, can we please get that up?
We have all my high school performances on VHS. Into the Woods.
Who were you in Into the Woods? A prince?
Agony. Cinderella's Prince.
Okay.
Okay. Is that okay? Oh, do you accept me in that part?
I think Into the Woods is a very hard show for high schoolers to do, and most of them don't pass the snuff test.
You're such
Sondheim is very, very difficult. That show goes completely against what the orchestra is doing. It's very, very hard to learn.
And we did it with a live orchestra.
I would hope.
Okay. Anyways.
This and that. Wow.
Yeah. That's right. Now we have Jordan Childs. And, she said the semifinals is like making the Olympic trials. This is an Olympian saying
It definitely
this.
is like the Olympics.
She was doing the jive to Raspberry Beret. Now, I did have a problem with the interpretation of Raspberry Beret. It felt like they sped it up like a beat, and I did not like the orchestration of the instrumentation of Raspberry Beret, which is one of my favorite Prince songs that you really... It's like one of those songs you don't think it's going to be your favorite song, and then it's just an amazing song. And
I was sad. This is like a total left turn right now, but like every time I see Ezra, like over the summer, Trisha Paytas was trying to get on Dancing with the Stars, and she had Ezra come to the house, and they danced together. And I just and he was saying like he wished it was Trisha and all these things. I mean, Trisha's obviously doing amazing things.
She's doing Beetlejuice on Broadway.
She's on Broadway right now, and like she has Trishmas coming up and everything, but like I would like to see her next season.
I don't know. Like I want to see Trisha Paytas on Traitors.
I definitely 100%. Want to see
100%.
Trisha Paytas on Traitors this year.
So Ezra, they were doing the jive to Raspberry Beret.
I don't know if she would be away from her kids for that long. That's the thing.
Ezra said the hardest thing to teach with a jive is stamina, and
obviously Jordan has stamina.
Has that, right? And the jive had that pure Prince funky fun, said Derek. He said he wanted this dance to have more bite and sharpness, but said it was well done. Bruno said it was high energy funk. He called out the fast tempo and said she was on it for a bit until she lost the pace. I agreed with this, but I also think they sped up the song, which I think, why do that if you're dancing to this song? Carrie Ann said for her, this was the best performance so far at that point tonight. Carrie Ann really wild with that comment.
Like, I think Whitney and Alex was better.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
And Jordan's second dance, I think, was better than this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Anyways, she got a 27 out of 30 for this. And then we got Robert Irwin, you guys. This Robert Irwin, crikey. He was doing the jive to Baby I'm a Star.
I can't believe you would ever say that Robert isn't a delight. Like, obviously, he's a beautiful man.
I'm just saying sometimes you don't trust it.
Beautiful human beings.
Oh, my God.
And,
you know what?
Like, all of these men are very, very sweet, which is very strange because we never see that.
I'm just saying.
Especially on television.
I'm just saying sometimes you're like, it's too good to be true.
Okay, so here's the hot goss on Robert Irwin. Like, everybody wants Robert Irwin, all the young girls.
This is why I think this. So tell the audience.
Okay, so supposedly I've been meaning to bring this up, that he was supposedly sort of dating this one troupe member, Haley Bills. I think that's what her name is.
One of the dancing troupe on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, so she's a young girl. She was on Dancing with the Stars Juniors, and now she's on this one. She supposedly, I guess she was the only one that he followed from the troupe
on Instagram.
On Instagram and was liking all of her photos. But then this weekend, someone saw Robert Irwin with Xochitl from last week.
The winner from last season.
Yes.
Not the Ariana season.
They were at Air One together in Silver Lake on
maybe
Saturday
they were just
night.
Friends
no,
having
babe. No, you don't go
Air
there
One's not a dating spot.
No, it's because you go there before you go home to fuck. You get some food.
Oh, let's go get like a $30 Hailey Bieber shake before we go down on each other?
Yeah, maybe. You're not getting just the Hailey Bieber shake. You're getting the hot bar. Like, they have an amazing hot bar that is, like, unbelievable.
But why would you go to a place called Erewhon where you know people are going to, like,
because it's
celebrities
delicious
are working?
food. Like, no, I'm sorry, the hot bar is delicious.
But I'm saying if you're trying to keep shit under wraps, you get Uber Eats or something like that.
Because they're young kids and they go to the Erewhon.
So you're saying that he's potentially two-timing. This is what I'm
saying. No, I don't think
But this is where I said, is it an act? Is this nice guy thing an act? Because he might be working his way sexually through the entire Dancing with the Stars.
You better stop it right
You
now.
just told the audience. You just told the audience a story, Rebecca, where he's been with two.
These are all alleged things. I don't know them to be true. I don't know about them.
Has DeuxMoi ever lied to us at all?
Yeah. No, but he was seen at the Erewhon at the hot bar. Now, I don't know about the hot bar, but the hot bar is delicious.
I've never had the hot bar at Erewhon.
Yes, you have. I brought it home.
You have? What have you brought home?
I don't remember. It was a while ago, but I brought home the hot bar.
Well,
I'll get it tomorrow.
I would love the hot bar.
Okay.
So he gets up there. He's doing the jive to Baby I'm a Star. And this thing, you guys.
He's amazing.
He is incredible. I mean, talk about just his body is just that of a dancer. It is so much so that sometimes I'm enjoying his performance more than his professional dancing partner's performance.
I really like Whitney a lot.
No, she's amazing, but you know what I'm saying is that sometimes but you always know.
Okay,
like with Dylan Efron, you know that.
Here's a reason why he's not a creep. When they were doing the thing before, she was like, no, you have to get closer to me. You have to be more sexual.
He knows the camera's on him, so of course he's going to like put the mask up when that happens. Anyways.
Wow, I'm really sorry to the Irwin family and to the father's name.
You know what? You should apologize because you shouldn't tell me the gossip before we go on saying that he's like working his way through. You're putting a mask up right now.
I was actually having a really sad conversation with you about Robert Irwin during the show.
And that was on the second dance, by the way. That's not on this dance that we had that conversation. Okay. We're going to have that conversation.
Okay.
It's just, we're just talking about ideas and questions here. We've got to question everything, right? This is a big win that this guy's being prepped for.
Robert Irwin and the Irwin family are beautiful people.
I
will hope our daughter has the empathy and humanity of the Irwins.
I hope, can I say, I just hope that, I don't want to like, if you're comparing it to like, I don't want to die, and then she's like,
God forbid, stop it.
But that's what you just said.
Fear.
That Robert Irwin, like, I don't.
You know when you're like dating a good guy and you don't have to worry about like anything else besides them dying, like that's a whole
I feel like I'm really getting set up to die.
No, God forbid. Seriously.
We've talked about this now.
No, stop, because that's my biggest fear. My dad died when I was really young, and like that's my biggest fear. You have to live.
I'm trying to live.
My God. Sorry, this is going sad.
No, it's not going sad. We're laughing. Anyways, this Robert Irwin does.
Oh my God, please.
Okay,
I'm pregnant in my heart. Okay. I can't take it.
Towards the end of the dance, he did a full backflip, this Robert Irwin, you guys. It was such a high-intensity performance.
Because I was watching a thing with Vicky Gunvalson, and I told you need to get life insurance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right, you guys.
And you need a will.
Isn't it weird? Like, this is like a
Dateline
because
episode. We're having a baby, and you need a life insurance and a will.
Because you don't think I'm going to last.
I have a will. Like, you need to do these
guys,
things.
I'm not in her will.
I made it before I knew you.
Okay, but I'm like, I've never asked her to do a will, but I feel like
change the fucking will.
The Vicky Gunvalson, now it's just like, I feel like you're
Let's
prepping me to die.
Yes,
oh my God.
Kodo Insurance. Shout out Kodo.
If I'm the 20th season storyline for Vicky,
let's do it. Let's call Kodo. Like, we need it. We need life insurance. Both of us. I don't have life insurance either.
So I thought you just said it did have
I have a will. Oh, okay. I don't have life insurance.
So he did a full back. This was a high intensity performance. This was at this point my favorite of the night. Bruno said for Prince, only a superstar jive would do. You did that. You never put a foot wrong. Superstar jive. And Carrie Ann said, this is...
I do. He is superstar jive.
Yeah. Carrie Ann said, that is how you tell everyone you demand to be in the finale. That was insane. Derek said he danced with his full body and said that the jive had it all. Perfect score, you guys. 30 out of 30. Well deserved on this one. This Robert Irwin, I'm telling you, it's going to come down to Robert Irwin and Alex Earl for me. I'm putting it in the bank right now.
I can't believe Whitney's gone.
I know.
It would have been the three of them.
You guys, can I tell you how Rebecca totally lied to me at the beginning of the episode? This
is actually like making me
So
upset.
I tell her, we now have an understanding. Don't go online and get spoilers for Dancing with the Stars because we watch on the West Coast feed.
I wasn't meaning to.
Numbnuts over here goes, she goes, oh, damn it. And I go, you just saw, didn't you? You just saw.
But I didn't see the real thing.
No, she's lying.
I'm
like,
not
I
lying.
know, I 100% think
No,
she's
I'm
lying.
not lying. I saw it said like the next stage and I saw Elaine, who I thought was going to get kicked off. And I thought I didn't see Zilla and Efron. I closed it right away. It was like, but like, I didn't know Whitney was going to go. Like, I really didn't. That really shocked me.
I just feel like.
And then you were like.
I just feel like, why are you on TikTok when you know your TikTok feed is Dancing with the Stars?
Listen, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not right. Sometimes I do things wrong. I'm so sorry, but I didn't know. And you were like.
I was like, we're professionals here.
Oh yeah, he was yelling at me. He's so rude
but
sometimes.
Not
guys.
Real yelling, you
no,
guys.
he was like, we're professionals. He's like, I
said,
guess you're not.
This.
He was like, swear on our daughter's life. I was like,
I said
swear.
I said swear on our daughter's life.
Like I didn't see it
because I was like, does Elaine Hendricks go home? And
I said no.
I said, swear on our daughter's life.
I said, I swear, you fucking weirdo.
But the reason why I thought she was lying, because a couple episodes ago, she did this same thing again, and she lied to me. So I was like, if you swear...
First of all, when I was lying to you, I was laughing, and it was obvious that I was lying.
It was just that it was bad acting. She was trying to act.
I wasn't lying this time. Like, I really didn't know. I was shocked when Whitney left. Like, I did not think she was going to go.
Also, Derek said something about Robert Irwin's performance, said... Sugar push. What is sugar push?
I have no idea.
Anyways, perfect score. Now we go to the second dance, and old fogey Elaine Hendricks is up
54-year-old Elaine.
Geriatric Elaine Hendricks comes up, and for her final dance, she got to do When Doves Cry, which is your favorite Prince song, right?
It is. But you know why it's my favorite? This is like, you're going to hate me probably.
Okay. Did you lose your virginity to it or something?
No. I was... So I'm... a lot younger than Ryan, obviously. So,
by the way, can I tell you, so many people at Bravo, first off, so many people at BravoCon came up, asked about Rebecca, asked about the baby.
So nice.
They know you. They love you on Dancing with the Stars up until this episode.
Dancing with the Stars.
No, the Dancing with the Stars episodes. And and I told you would have loved it so much.
So nice. I just couldn't be there. I'm pregnant. I can't be around the drinking and the
smoking.
But
so many people, and especially even that Servoto, thought you were in your 20s.
Stop.
No,
That's ridiculous.
I swear to God.
That's crazy.
Kea from Bravo We're Black thought you were...
She didn't see me properly.
No, well, just take the compliment.
I'm thankful, but it's not true.
Anyways, what were you about to say? How did that start? The conversation. Anyways.
When Doves Cry.
Oh, yeah, When Doves Cry.
So, this is bad. So, I was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio when I was young.
Sure, everybody was.
And Romeo and Juliet really, really affected me, you know? And that song is played in Romeo and Juliet in Baz Luhrmann's.
Okay.
And
what's the bad part?
No, because I didn't know it from Prince. It was like, it's a cover. That soundtrack is unbelievable and still holds up to this day.
The Cardigans' Love Fool is on that soundtrack.
It's an incredible film, and I love that.
But this is what I'm talking about in terms of estates putting songs like that on the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack that, like, I don't care how people discover music, but the important thing is for them to discover music. So I don't care that you didn't know it was Prince. At least you appreciated the song, right?
If you haven't seen that Romeo and Juliet, you must see it immediately.
You must see it.
No, it's fantastic work.
So this was Elaine's last dance. She explained that she's trained herself to just keep going within her profession and letting the public see her and not the character she plays has been really scary. Every week my body is showing up for me and I'm really grateful for that. I thought that was a weird comment because I was like, it's not showing up for you. You went to the hospital mid-show.
No, because it is showing up because it did so bad that one day and now we're doing it.
We're doing it, yeah. So doing the Paso Doble to When Doves Cry. And she said for Elaine's younger self who wanted to be a dancer growing up. This was another one of those of like, Elaine, your younger self, since you are your old...
54-year-old Elaine Hendricks.
Your old self would be proud of you. Anyways, Carrie Ann jumped out of her seat after this because it really was fantastic.
Carrie Ann needed to take a seat.
Carrie Ann literally jumped across the desk onto the floor and tackled Elaine.
She needs to relax.
You can't be tackling Elaine like that. She's
was
old.
Like, I think this is Carrie Ann's last season. I can't deal with this anymore.
No, I didn't say I can't deal. I just said sometimes they might want to go in a different direction.
No.
So Carrie Ann loved this, and oh, by the way, the judge then bowed down to Elaine while the live feed got bleeped as she cursed. This podcast is sponsored by Walden University. Do you ever catch yourself thinking, hey, what if I could go after what I actually want and really make a difference? Well, if you do, you're not alone, and that's exactly why I want to tell you about Walden University. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working adults like you get the W with the knowledge and skills to build the future you want and make a difference where it matters most. With 100+ degrees and certificates, it has never been easier for students to find a program that matches their goals. And with Walden's Tempo Learning, you're in control. No set weekly deadlines, no rigid schedules, just the flexibility to progress towards your degree at your own pace. Available in select programs. If you want to make a real change, Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chef. Derek said it was a proper, beautiful Paso Doble. It was powerful. You filled the room with your energy. Bruno then unbuttoned his entire shirt, which is actually kind of like Prince in a sense. I was hoping somebody was going to wear the MTV Music Awards Prince where he had his butthole cut out of the yellow.
Someone tell me who Bruno's lover is? Like, I would like to know, besides Zac Efron, like, who does he sleep with?
Why does he have to sleep with anybody? Maybe he's asexual.
I don't think Bruno's asexual.
I am like a Ken doll down there.
He could be. I could see that. But you know what was sweet? Alan was crying. Like, I just really have a soft spot for Alan. I think he's a sweet boy.
Elaine's dancing partner, Alan.
Yeah.
So Bruno said that this was an authentic Paso Doble, as it should be done. It was a regal performance, majestic. So they got tens across the board. 30. So
I don't know if it deserved that.
I think it did. And Alan teared up as Elaine praised him. And, Elaine was like, we worked so hard for this. And sometimes I feel like Elaine, we can see that you worked hard. You don't need to tell us you worked hard. I just sometimes I'm like that with like people.
You're like, show us, don't tell
yeah,
us.
just because I feel like we see it. You don't need to do that. And then we have Alex and Val. And this was
God.
Purple Rain.
Alex and Val.
And by the way, this is a gift to give somebody the song Purple Rain, which is an iconic song. I saw this man perform this song live 7 or 8 times, and I was so lucky. I've seen extended versions of him play. I've seen quick versions that she's played, but it is just one of the best songs that you will ever hear. The 8-minute version of this is just so beautiful, and they were doing the Viennese waltz to Purple Rain, and Val even said, this song lends itself to a more emotional performance, and Alex said that she has gotten more emotionally in tune with herself throughout this process, and in the package, she began crying, saying, I'm going to be so upset when this is over. I've just learned so much about myself. It's giving me a different work ethic. And my God, did I believe her. And this is the difference between somebody like Whitney and not like Alex.
Whoa.
No.
Whitney has a good work ethic.
Hear me out. Not that she doesn't, but Alex has been in the social media influencing game longer than Whitney has.
I actually don't know if that's true.
I think it might be true, but I also think that obviously they have different experiences. I just think Alex Earl, I believe this. There was no kind of like, sometimes Whitney can speak and you're like, I don't know if I fully believe you, girl.
I agree.
There's a genuineness about Alex Earl that I never thought I would ever think that about Alex Earl. And I was like, she really does. She added, I loved waking up every day and getting to come here and dance and challenge myself. And she that's what it is. She knows she can do it, but she knows she's going to challenge herself. Like some people like me, I would just go scared every day.
Do you think Alex is going to get that show that they've been trying to push, the Earl Girls, for so long?
I don't even know about that show. Tell me about it.
I know that they were trying to get a reality show with Alex and her sister, Austin. I think her name's Ashton. Sorry. And it was called Earl Girls, but it just never went through.
I hope they don't. I hope Alex Earl does something that
way
focuses
bigger
on herself and builds something around her or a project. I don't know what that would be, but I think I'm going to be bummed to not see her dance,
The problem with Earl Girls, I think Ashley Dupree was in that, and we do not need to see Ashley.
No.
Ashley was there tonight.
Ashley Dupree is her stepmom that said like the wacky
about
shit.
Cheryl Burke. That was awful. And not only that, she just says crazy things in general.
So this was one of my favorite, if not my favorite dance of the night, or right up there with Robert Irwin's, just because I love the song. But to me, this told a very passionate story. And this is what I was talking about, a through line in a dance where I thought Alex couldn't have done this dance when the season started emotionally and Val was in there. I thought it was sexy. I thought there was chemistry. I thought there was a sadness to it. The lines were completely clean. Derek said Alex had transformed into a beautiful dancer and said he had no doubt he will see her in the finals. It was a passionate and stunning Viennese waltz. Bruno said that she delivered what I wanted, the perfect combination of motion and emotion. You felt the music, you trusted Val, and together you gave us a fabulous performance. Carrie Ann said, isn't Elaine Hendricks old? No. Carrie Ann said, a performance like this is going down in history. She added that, thank God she didn't say in herstory, because that seems like Carrie Ann would say something like that.
I love when people say herstory.
Do you really?
Yes.
I like it as a joke. She added that Alex delivered a passionate routine and said, I'm so proud of you, and perfect score, you guys. So already Elaine and then Alex, perfect scores back to back. But this one got me, man. Like Alex was crying during the announcement of the perfect score. But I liked, and by the way, sometimes I give Bruno a hard time or do that stupid imitation because he's like that. But then sometimes if you listen to Bruno, he really obviously knows what he's talking about. Right? No, I just wanted to say, like, sometimes I tease, but I really know he's. Anyways, now Dylan Efron. He said he always felt like an imposter, but last week he was flipping Daniela in the air with a broken nose.
That was unbelievable.
They're doing the cha-cha to Prince's song Kiss, and Daniela said she was excited for Dylan to take over his dance and get those hips rolling. Now, she was very smart in picking a song that was very hip-centric, hip and arm-centric, because that's what I said. Dylan's magic lies in those hips.
If you were ever on the show, I would hope you would get Daniela, and she could, like, get your hips moving.
I would not even be able to survive a first week on this, and I have no hip movement. My legs are bigger than my upper body, so it just wouldn't work. It would be, I would never
Imagine what your body would get like, though, after a few weeks of this.
Why do you seem lustful like you don't like my body now?
I love your body. I'm very sexual.
You? No, don't say that.
It is.
It is not. It is not.
I'm very attracted to you.
It is very not. They don't want to hear that.
They do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Dylan said he was determined to finally nail a Latin-style dance and show what he's learned over the last 10 weeks. It's time to sprint, he said. I'm going to do everything I can to make that finale. You know what? There's nothing better than Dylan Efron's smile. He has isn't he? He just has that kind of cute, dumb smile,
He's
right?
very cute.
And this was a very hip-rolling performance that ended with Dylan kissing the camera. And then the camera, of course, cut to Zach and his sister. And Bruno's like, what happened to your hips? You did so much work. And complimented Daniela for helping him. This is the other thing, too, is Daniela, like you said, such a strong choreographer that can work to your strengths. But there were a couple of slip-ups in this. The hips thing was amazing, but in between the hip movements, sometimes you just lost the thought, right? Carrie Ann said sometimes his arms got small and explained, she said, it so he can work on that for next week because she was getting boos over that comment.
Dylan's not a performer like these other people are. Like, he's really come a long way.
Oh, obviously.
If we saw some of the clips from the first episode, like, he really has done incredible things.
Derek praised Dylan's technique, but said, your feet were turned out. Nobody does that. It was so impressive, man. You should be so proud, adding that there was a little thing there before being cut off. So we don't know what exactly Derek was trying to say. And then he got 28 out of 30. So 20 out of 30. At this point, it was very sad because I was like, why aren't they playing anything from the Batman soundtrack? And Rebecca didn't know what I was talking about. In 1989, Prince did the Batman soundtrack.
Most people listening to the show were very young.
Well, anywho, that was as a kid.
Or not. That's not true. I should.
But that was as a kid. That was really.
I take it back, guys. I'm sorry.
You guys know how I feel about Batman, and Prince killed it. And I was like, I would love to see one of these Jordan Childs coming up and dancing to the Bat Dance. Bat Dance, do it.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said. Is anyone going to do the Bat Dance?
And you're like, I don't even know what the Bat Dance is. And I was like, how dare you?
Yeah, I didn't know.
So Dylan got 28 out of 30. And then we had Whitney's last dance of, I guess, her entire season.
Do you think Whitney is shocked about this?
Yes.
Or do you think
I think she's shocked. No, I think she's shocked.
Yeah.
I think she's shocked.
What do you think she's doing right now?
She's probably celebrating. I mean, truly.
It's
she has
11:30.
She has so much to celebrate. Like, this girl should go out with her head held damn high. And I'm so excited. Even though I'm not a fan of Whitney on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I think she's got an amazing career ahead.
Now, do you think
she won me over? Like, I still don't like her on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but she won me over. Man, this girl is talented.
So they've finished shooting Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 4, correct?
I'm not sure if that's true.
Because it sounded from Whitney was saying
yes,
that they were shooting.
Yes, you're right.
So do you think she can come back after this, or is it over? Like, I personally think she shouldn't go back to the show. And she should try going to Chicago on Broadway. Like, truly, I think she should be Roxy Hart. But here's the problem. I don't know where she goes from there. Like, I really don't. Like, it's not like...
The life of a showgirl is a hard life, you know? Like, we don't know.
Right.
Do we know if she can sing? I think she can.
I think she can.
So there's a lot of opportunities. This is where it's hard because you got to have the right management behind you for this to get those right opportunities. You're going to have the world opened up to you with the success of this show on top of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but you got to find the right people to be able to push you and get you in the right rooms.
I'm sure she's with like WME.
I'm sure she is, but I'm still saying getting in those right rooms, whatever that is, and somebody thinking outside of the box for her.
I guarantee the Chicago people have already reached out to her.
100%.
Like,
100%.
there's no way that I would assume in April we will see her there.
So she said being part of this experience blossomed something in me that I felt like had been missing. She said that when she dances, she feels most like herself. And that's to my point is that, like, I feel like this, when I see her, then I'm like, oh, I get Whitney when I see her dance. The whole experience has been life-changing for me, and I'm just so grateful. And she can see a future profession with dance. I'll throw something out here. Well, no, because I was like, could she be a pro?
No.
Could she be on Dancing with the Stars as a pro?
I mean, maybe she's good enough dance-wise, but she can't teach. And that's the whole difference with the pros on this show are not only amazing dancers, they have to be able to teach. And that's a very difficult thing to do.
So she did the Viennese waltz to Prince's Slow Love, which is it's not it wasn't a hit. And so I felt bad about that, even though it was still very beautiful. Mark said he wanted Whitney to look like a floating princess when practicing, and said that was from all the performances that you have done, my absolute favorite. This is from Carrie Ann.
Which is a weird thing to say. Like, what?
I know. I was like, what are you talking? It felt so authentically. You unmasked. You showed us your soul. And how much you love to dance. So I just want to thank you for that. She explained that there was a bit of a hop, so she had to take a mark off for that, which I want to know more about the scoring of these things. But she said it was an outstanding. Derek was appalled and questioned Carrie Ann, said a bit of a hop. He praised Whitney for sharing her dreams and said it was very courageous of her to open up. See, this is what scares me. Is like, did they know she was going on? Because these almost felt like farewell comments in a sense. Like, you were very courageous. You're sharing your dreams. Whitney began crying as Bruno praised the quality of her Viennese waltz, saying it was impeccable.
I had no clue she was going home. Like, it really caught me off guard.
Whitney cursed while waiting for her scores with Julianne in the skybox.
Yeah.
And Julianne said, we're going to have to bleep that. Do your Julianne.
No, I can't.
No, do the announcement when you're like...
She's like, we're going to have to beep that.
No, when you go up on the...
On what?
Like...
Whitney?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I have to hear it right
Anyways,
before.
Bruno and Derek gave her 10s, and then Carrie Ann gave her a 9, said I had to take a point off. Then why didn't the other people have to take a point off? This is why I want to know more about the scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It did not make sense to me. Then after that, we had, who did we have? Was this Jordan?
Was it.
No, because we still have Jordan Childs.
I forgot.
Jordan Childs said she's very proud of herself on her journey to dance. She was doing the Argentine tango to You Got the Look, and this was their make or break moment. And Jordan called it one of the harder dances that she's had to learn, admitting that she kept kicking Ezra during practice. And guys, I thought this was incredible. She was great in this dance, didn't you think?
Yeah, it was great.
This is one of my favorite Jordan Childs dances. Derek called their dance a top performance, praised their beautiful lines and the entrance.
This was the best I have seen Jordan. After saying Carrie Ann says that too much, this really was the
I
best.
felt like Jordan unmasked finally.
Yeah, no, I actually do feel that. Like, I mean, she wasn't relying as much on, like, her flips and trick.
Yeah. It was beautiful, powerful focus. She was so strong, Bruno said. You were literally leading Ezra. You were the leading lady of that dance, my love. Carrie Ann said that Jordan was in a class of her own and took the biggest risks. Tonight, that was the bomb. Jordan cried as she was in the skybox.
Who said the bomb?
Carrie Ann.
Okay.
Jordan cried as she got to the skybox and said, that little girl in me should be really, really proud. And then looked at Elaine Hendricks. No.
54-year-old Elaine Hendricks.
Elaine Hendricks. The perfect score for this. So perfect score. And then you forgot about Robert Irwin. So we got Robert Irwin is our finale of the night. And
God, you talked so much shit about Robert Irwin.
Babe, I've given Robert Irwin so many compliments.
After everything.
You know what? First up, I wouldn't have known about him philandering with all the Dancing with the Stars castmates if not for you.
He has been philandering.
You're the one that gave me the idea.
I'm just telling you what the streets are saying.
Okay. Anyways, Robert said that his 11-year-old self would be screaming right now. He said experiencing it himself after watching his sister, who won on Dancing with the Stars, was a huge honor, but it's time to create my own legacy. Whitney said that the difficult part for Robert, Whitney, his dancing partner, is practicing their Viennese waltz was the footwork. He said being so passionate with Whitney is weird, adding it's just not our dynamic, which is what we were talking about earlier.
She was like, we need to get closer, darling.
They danced to the Prince song, Wow, and this lived up to the name of the song with his electric performance. This was another just amazing Robert Irwin.
He's amazing.
Bruno called it thrilling, said, I want to see the sequel in my bedroom. He didn't say the in my bedroom part. Carrie Ann said, you always deliver such fun, strong performances, but tonight you drew us in a different way. Carrie Ann said, I feel like I'm your mom. I'm just so proud of you. His mom was there. Like, you don't need to feel like his actual mom was there. Robert ran up to hug Carrie Ann, which prompted the judges to then hug one another. Derek said, hug it out. That was a ferocious Viennese waltz, man. Every fiber of your body dances. Derek critiques his frame. I love when Derek stands up. He's like, your frame. He always
Derek's
says
like really trying to be Bruno. I don't know if maybe he's always been like this, but it feels like...
Oh, yeah, because by the way, we didn't say that he did that with Jordan Childs, where he's like, I give it a 6 and a 4.
Oh, my God.
10.
When he pulled up a 6, I was like,
But Derek critiqued his frame, but said
that was very Flava Flav, actually, because he was doing 5 and 5, remember?
Yeah, exactly. But said he can't wait to see what Robert does in the finale. So they gave him a 29 out of 30. Not a perfect score, but buried. And this is what we wanted to talk about, too, was that...
they rely heavily on the story of his father.
The story of his father. And I think I understand, like, I was of an age where I remember his father very well, loved his father very much, and is a tragic death. He has... This man, left behind these 2 amazing kids. It seemed like their mom raised them so well. But there is a certain point where this guy is talented enough where you do not need to hit that father note every time. Because I think at a certain point, it's not... I don't want to say disrespectful, but it's like this dude is talented regardless of his father's legacy. And last week when we had that note where, on the floor, they put a digital image of his father that Robert didn't know was going to be there. And I thought that was almost really shitty to Robert.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, my father died at the exact same age Robert was.
How old were you again?
I was 1. I think that maybe Robert was 2 when his dad died. I'm not exactly sure. But I didn't fully come to terms with his death until I was in my 30s. And I think that's just because when you're a child, you can't really fully understand everything. You're not going to therapy in that same way. Maybe you are, but you're not really, it's more when you get into relationships and you start seeing that you're doing certain things. That's when I personally don't think, I know that like when someone of that magnitude in your life dies, like you grieve at different moments, right? Like it takes many, many years, obviously, to get through that. And I didn't fully get through my father's death until I was in my 30s.
But in a sense, like we always talk about, we'll never get over it. You'll never get over it.
Yes, but like I'm at a very different spot. If I was 23 and they showed video of my dad on the dance floor and I didn't know that was going on, I would break down sobbing. Like that would have been very, very intense. And it's almost like it's a gimmick. It's almost like it's kind of...
A gimmick not used by him, gimmick used by the producers of Dancing with the Stars.
It's a gimmick. They know what they're going to get. They know they're going to get this like emotional reaction. It would have been too much for me, honestly. Like I think that it's not nice in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So the
and he doesn't need it. Like
doesn't need it. The guy's an amazing,
unbelievable on his
dancer.
own. Yeah.
So listen, then it came to who was going home. And in no particular order, based on live votes and judges' scores, Alfonso and Julianne announced that Elaine and Alan, Alex and Val, Robert, Whitney, and Dylan and Daniela were safe.
Shocking.
Then they announced that Whitney and Mark were voted out of the competition, leaving Jordan and Ezra in the finale. And Whitney, obviously very quick with like remaining moments, said, I always I already feel like a winner. This show has absolutely meant the world to me. It's changed my life. I'll be forever grateful for the friendships I've made to have this experience. Thank you so much.
How happy is Jen Affleck?
Jen Affleck from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, who got released earlier in the season, is probably thrilled. I really thought it was going to come down to her, Alex Earl, and Robert Irwin,
I
and with
agree.
Jordan Childs being the wild card potentially. But
again, if Secret Lives of Mormon Wives had come out 2 weeks later, I think she would have been in the finale.
yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about, if really this was because of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, or it's just because people weren't familiar with her as much as some of these other people.
No, she was incredible. She was one of the best dancers.
She really is. So it really comes down to these. Listen, in my heart of hearts, I really think it's coming down to Alex and Robert Irwin.
Definitely.
That's what the battle is going to be, and it's really going to be in.
I think Robert's got it.
It is going to be. Well, they're setting him up. But this is what I'm talking about.
Obsessed with Alex.
As producers, they've been telling a story,
and
the story of his dad, and also remember the sister is one. So we always talk about this with reality shows, you guys. What is the story the producers are trying to tell? That even goes for competition reality series. They're trying to tell a story. What better story than Robert Irwin? His sister is one. They're honoring their dad once again. The family has been there pretty much everything. Now, Alex Earl, I think she might get so good that she's undeniable where you have to give it to her. But that's what's going to be so exciting to watch. But you're right. It's probably going to be Robert Irwin. But we'll find out next week. It is a 3-hour finale.
Oh, my God, 3 hours.
They're going to bring everybody back.
Ew, really? Like Hilaria?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody comes. Well, no, it's not like she's competing.
Hilaria.
She just gets to do some cha-cha-cha.
God, I saw her online and she was doing her dance that everyone was making fun of. She's doing it again. She just needs to stop.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. Let her have one little moment.
She's had multiple moments. She's fine.
Rebecca, is there anything that you're promoting? Is there any?
No, I want the dog has been bothering us the entire episode, and
okay.
I'm sorry. I want to show her, but I feel like
it's her dog. No.
She's been bothering us the entire episode, so I apologize, little Holly. Has been difficult.
But and our little baby has been difficult.
No, she's been fabulous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to promote you, darling.
Yes. And but anyways, thank you guys so much. My dad will be here next week, so I'm sure he'll pop on at some point, and it'll be hopefully really exciting to watch that with him. And then come back.
Oh my gosh, I wonder what he's gonna think.
About what?
About Dancing with the Stars.
He used to watch that with my mom all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, I told you that. They used to watch this show all the time.
I'll be interested to hear what he has to say.
I used to make fun of my parents for watching this show.
And look at you now.
And look at me now. You guys come back on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Thursday. Then we'll be catching up with OC on Friday. We didn't do last week's horrible reunion episode, but our third part.
Was it horrible?
I thought it was really, really boring. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they skipped it because of the BravoCon.
No, it was there. I wish they had skipped it. And then Saturday we'll be releasing an episode as well because Monday we did not release.
What do you think of Vicky coming back on? Are you excited?
I'm excited, but I still think that doesn't solve the overall problems that OC is having.
Vicky, call us. We need some life insurance.
I'm going to die, Rebecca says.
No, stop. We can't even joke about that.
I'm not. Well, you're the one that
I've
said
told
it.
my story. People don't understand now.
Okay, you guys. I love you. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.